Good morning, all the invitees and guests for 44th Foundation Day lecture of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University on transforming open and distance learning through AI by Professor Sanjeev Sonawane sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Yashwantrao Chauhan, Maharashtra Open University, YCMOU, Nasik, Maharashtra. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the university and on my personal behalf. It is my proud privilege to welcome today's president of the function, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu. Kindly come on to the stage and occupy the chair. Welcome today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Professor Sanjeev Sonawane, is Honorable Vice Chancellor by CMOU, Nasik. Now I welcome today's guests of honors, Professor G. Pushpa Chakrapani Madam, Director Academic, and Dr. L.V.K. Reddy Garu, Registrar of the University. Kindly come on to the stage and occupy the chair. Now I request Srimati Rushitramani Madam kindly present a flower bouquet to our today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Professor Sanjeev Ji. Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais kindly proceed for the floral tributes and lighting of the to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Ji, food portrait, and Professor G. Ram Reddy. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu, kindly conduct the further proceedings. Thank you very much.
Good morning, all. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University 44వ వార్షికోత్సవానికి హాజరైనటువంటి మీ అందరికీ డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీలో భాగస్వాములు ఉన్నటువంటి మిగతా అందరికీ కూడా ఈ సందర్భంగా డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ 44వ వార్షిక ఉత్సవము లేదా వ్యవస్థాపన దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తా ఉన్నాను. For any institution, 44 years journey is not a simple and small thing. We have achieved a lot in the last 4 decades. To celebrate this occasion, we have invited a very insightful educationist and a Vice Chancellor of YCMOU, Professor Sanjeev Sonawane ji. Thank you, Sanjeev ji, for accepting our invitation and traveling all the way from Nashik to Hyderabad. And we are very much happy for you coming over here. And also today we have our senior faculty members, retired teachers, Professor Venkaya Garu, and very distinguished distance educationist, Professor Vayanandan Garu, who was Vice Chancellor of YCMOU earlier, and also was in IGNO for a very long time. And my senior colleagues, teachers, non-teaching staff, directors, and dignitaries on the dais. Indeed, I'm very happy today because we are converting ourselves into a new kind of paradigm and direction. I call it as BRAOU 2.0. For the last 44 years, BRAOU was in one kind of direction. From now onwards, we are taking a new path. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు, మనం చాలాసార్లు మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. I don't want to repeat all those things. But I was discussing with Venkaya Garu and other senior colleagues regarding our new initiatives. And ఈ కొత్త ఇనిషియేటివ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, they are giving new direction to not only for us, for entire open and distance learning of this country. In the last 6 months, we have laid a strong foundation for vocational skill development and as well as employability related program design. And we have developed an employment framework in collaboration with Commonwealth of Learning and SEMCA. Accordingly, we are restructuring our activities, academic activities and programs. That is one level, one aspect. And the second aspect, now we are entering into different working groups and communities. And recently, last week itself, we had an MOU with the Telangana State Police, where police department came forward to, they collaborated with us. Now they are enrolling all their police officers, lower rank police personnel, those who are not having graduation, and they are enrolling them with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open Institute graduation program. At one stroke, oka chinna santakam toti, we got around 40,000 admissions. I think it is going to be in next three years. And this year, I'm sure that we'll get 15,000 admissions from police department. అదే పద్ధతిలో తెలంగాణలో ఎవరైతే వితౌట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ గవర్నమెంట్ సర్వీస్లో ఉన్నారో, అది ఆర్టీసీ కావచ్చు, ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ బోర్డు కావచ్చు, సింగరేణి లాంటి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ కావచ్చు, ఇవన్నిటిని టార్గెట్ చేసి ఎంప్లాయీస్ అందరూ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్గా ఉండాలనేటువంటి ఒక నిర్ణయాన్ని కూడా గవర్నమెంట్ తోటి డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఐ థింక్ రాబోయే కాలంలో సెక్టార్ వైజ్గా, పర్టికులర్లీ ఇన్ government services as well as government subsidiary organizations, PUCs ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో, public undertakings, ఇవన్నిటికీ కూడా Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open Institute is going to reach. And we are targeting sector wise to enroll and educate the society. అది ఒకటైతే లాంగ్ టర్మ్ డ్రీమ్ లాగా అయితే మనకు ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్క ఇంటిని చేరాలనేటువంటి ఆలోచన ఉంది. Now we have our presence at every village, sir, in Telangana. We are targeting in next 5 years, probably we reach every household in Telangana region and Telangana state. That is our, of course, long-term kind of goal. So, daniki definitely we need a kind of digital resources here. ప్రపంచంలో మిత్రులారా, నేను మీకు తెలుసు, last week I was in China, sir, to attend that smart education conference. It's a global conference. దానిలో చైనా ఇవాళ టోటల్ డిజిటైజేషన్ తోటి నాట్ ఓన్లీ కాలేజెస్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ యూనివర్సిటీస్, ఈవెన్ స్కూల్స్ని కూడా రీచ్ చేయడానికి వాళ్ళు వెళ్తున్నారు. అటువంటి టెక్నాలజీని కనుక మనం we adapt, I think definitely we can reach every household in very short period. అది మాకున్న లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ఐడియా, లాంగ్ టర్మ్ విజన్. దాని ప్రకారమే మనం ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలని అనుకుంటున్నాం. Very coincidentally, we didn't plan what kind of a speech Professor Sonavane is going to deliver and what is our objective and our goal and our mission. But when I requested Dr. Sonwane, he immediately said, okay, I'll speak on AI in digital era. I mean, ODL and in AI era. Oh, very interestingly, the last week conference which I was talking about is on AI and in lifelong learning, and where I was, presented. I mean, that is the very, interesting and timely kind of concept. Thank you, sir. Thank you for choosing that topic, which is very much relevant to all of us here. Yes, I would like to share 3 reasons for inviting Sonwane. Number 1, because he's representing a very extension university, as our friend always say. YCMOU is not like, our open university or any other open university. They are highly practical, highly extension oriented. They have programs like agriculture, programs like mechanic, car mechanic, motor mechanic, and all the other sorts of, very, in a way, non-conventional degree programs. And they are doing wonderful, kind of scale for the last 30, 35 years, probably. Recently also I visited, and 30 years back also I was there. But they are, doing a phenomenal kind of activity in distance education. It's unlike Ambedkar Open University, unlike degree, IGNOU. They are different practical oriented, like, in my understanding, a polytechnic oriented kind of university, YCMOU, which is relevant for today's context, where we are talking about employability, where we are talking about, apprenticeship, and, other things in NEP 2020. That is one reason. And the second reason, Sonwane himself is a very a deep sea kind of person in education. He's from education faculty, and he headed education department, and he brought a lot of reforms in education methodology and theory, and he got very constructive kind of view on current education scenario. That's why we chose him as a speaker of today's event. And third is, he's very kind not towards people, kind towards education system. Now he is the president of, I would like to declare, he is the elected president of All India Open Universities Association, where I am general secretary along with him. That is one thing, because we are going to face several problems, huge problems from UGC and other regulatory systems and our competitors, number 1. And that is because privatization and private organizations. Some people are trying to favor private universities, and so that, they are curbing and they are putting, restrictions on open education. And, that is one, another reason for inviting him, to strengthen our open university activity in future. Sir, I would like to inform you, sir, that Open University Consortium, we are going to form very soon. For that, we have registered a, formed one association. In first initiative was in YCMOU, and later it is concretized in IGNOU, and we are registering it in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is going to be the headquarter of Open University Consortium in future, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University is housing that organization here in this campus. So these 3 reasons keeping in my mind, I troubled you, sir. I invited you all the way from Nashik to Hyderabad. Thank you for coming over. With these few words, I'd like to close my initial remarks of as a president of this association. This event. Now I request our registrar Garu to give his message.
Thank you, sir. Iddharu visionary vice chancellors on the dais and director academic ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పెద్దలు అందరికీ నమస్కారం. విజనరీ అని ఎందుకంటున్నా అంటే ఇందాకే విసి గారు చెప్పారు YCMU నాట్ ది అదర్ లైక్ అదర్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ అని. రాత్రి సార్ తోటి కలిసినప్పుడు కూడా ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు నాకు అర్థమైంది, ఇద్దరు కృష్ణార్జునులు. మరి మీరు ఎవరు కృష్ణుడు ఎవరు అర్జునుడు అడగద్దు. అసోసియేషన్ ఫామ్ చేయడంతో పాటు కృష్ణార్జునుడు లాగా ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ని డెస్ట్రాయ్ చేసి ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ని ఒక సైడ్కి నెట్టేసి ఒక కుట్ర జరుగుతున్న తరుణంలో ఆ అసోసియేషన్ చాలా గట్టిగా పోరాడాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంది. ఆ తరుణంలో అసోసియేషన్ ఏర్పాటు చేయడం, దానికి ఇద్దరు సారథ్యం వహించడం, వాళ్ళకి అభినందిస్తూ ఆ క్రతువులో మనందరం భాగస్వాములు కావాలి. అయితే అందరికీ యూనివర్సిటీ వ్యవస్థాపక దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. నేను ఒకే నిమిషం మాట్లాడతాను. ఈ గడిచిన కాలంలో 4 దశాబ్దాలు పైబడిన గడిచిన కాలంలో మనం అనేక సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కొన్నాం, వాటిని అధిగమించాం, సమస్యలు ఉన్నాయి, అధిగమించాం. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఏఐ అని కావచ్చు, టెక్నాలజీ కావచ్చు, ఇంకోటి కావచ్చు, వచ్చిన ఈ తరుణంలో మరిన్ని సవాళ్ళు మన ముందున్నాయి. ఒకవైపు ఇవి రావడంతో పాటు రెండోది ఉన్నత విద్యని, స్కూల్ విద్య ఎప్పుడు అయిపోయింది, పాఠశాల విద్య ఇంకొక విద్య ఎప్పుడో ప్రైవేట్ వాళ్ళ చేతుల్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. గవర్నమెంట్స్ చాలా నామినల్గా అయిన పరిస్థితి కూడా మనం గమనిస్తున్నాం. ఉన్నత విద్యని కూడా ఆల్మోస్ట్ ప్రైవేటైజ్ చేసేసి పుట్టగొడుగులాగా ప్రైవేట్ యూనివర్సిటీలు ముఖ్యంగా తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో 2 చోట్ల విపరీతంగా వచ్చేసినాయి. వాటిని డిస్టెన్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కూడా నిన్ననే సార్ అంటున్నారు 84 విశ్వవిద్యాలయాలు దేశంలో A++ వచ్చినాయి. ఎట్లొచ్చినాయో అర్థం కాదు, నాక్ అక్రిడేషన్ అని. అంటే A+ వస్తే వాళ్ళు డిస్టెన్స్ ఆన్లైన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పెట్టేయచ్చు, అది ప్రైవేట్ యూనివర్సిటీ గవర్నమెంట్ యూనివర్సిటీ కాకుండా. సో ఇది వచ్చింది కాబట్టి దీని వెనక ఒక పెద్ద కుట్ర ఉంది అనేటటువంటిది మనం గమనిస్తూ మనం అందిస్తున్నటువంటి సేవల్ని, ఎందుకు వ్యవస్థాపక దినోత్సవం చేసుకుంటాం మనం అంటే, మనం గడిచిన ఏడాదిని సమీక్షించుకొని భవిష్యత్తు అడుగులు ఎట్లా ఉండాలి, మనం అందిస్తున్నటువంటి సేవలు ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, భవిష్యత్తులో ఎట్లా ఉండాలి, మనం రీడెడికేట్ పునరంకితం కావడం కోసం చేసుకునే కార్యక్రమం. ఆ దిశగా మనందరం అడుగులు వేయాలని, అంబేద్కర్ గారి లెగసీని మరింత ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి మనందరం కృతజ్ఞతతో ఉండాలని ఆశిస్తూ, ఆకాంక్షిస్తూ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు సెలవు. నమస్కారం.
In the country's education scenario, I mean, to help few private universities and few deemed to be deemed universities, government is taking, very different kind of policies, and which really upsetted ODL and open universities. For instance, recently they have issued a circular to close down all psychology departments in the open universities. In fact, we are fighting against that, and we are representing UGC at one. Number 2, as our registrar sir rightly said, ఇటువంటి టైంలో we need to redesign our approach, and we have to relook into the present practices. కొత్త అప్రోచ్ ఎట్లా ఉండాలి, that is the only solution is digitization and digital reach. సో దాన్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మనం ఈ మధ్య కొన్ని కార్యక్రమాలు తీసుకున్నాం. అండ్ డెఫినెట్గా మనకి డిజిటల్ రిసోర్స్ సెంటర్ వస్తున్నది. మనకి PM ఉషాలో we got money for digital resource center to establish, and government also sanctioned 20 crores. For 10 crores we are building, with 10 crores of rupees we are building a skill development center also. కాబట్టి మనం కొత్త అప్రోచ్ లోకి వెళ్తే డెఫినెట్ గా పోవచ్చు. We are with us, we are entering a kind of already entered a kind of agreement with Anuvadini Foundation. Anuvadini Foundation is one of the pioneering organization in translations. మన మెటీరియల్స్ ని ఇంగ్లీష్ లోంచి తెలుగులోకి కానీ, ఉర్దూలోకి కానీ, లేదా మిగతా ఇండియన్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ కి పోవడానికి అనువాదిని ట్రై చేస్తుంది. ఐ వెల్కమ్ చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు, అనువాదిని ఫౌండేషన్ CEO, is with us today. Immediately after this program, we continue that also. So he is already here. ఆయన కూడా నేను ఈ సభలోకి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాను. Now, introducing the guest, chief guest by Professor Pushpa Chakrapani, Director.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Kanta Chakrapani, who is the president of today's program, and esteemed chief guest, Professor Sanjeev Sonavane, Vice Chancellor, ICMOU, Nasik, and I see former Vice Chancellors, Professor Venkaya Garu and Professor Vayanandana Garu, and other distinguished guests, and Dr. Buddha Chandrasekhar Garu and Ganesh Garu from Anuvadini Foundation, and Sushmna Madam, and all the staff, teaching and non-teaching fraternity, my dear students, and very warm and proud Foundation Day greetings to all of you. Before I introduce our chief guest today, let me tell you very brief about the significance of this day. Today we are celebrating our university's 144th Foundation Day. I feel it is not only the day of celebration, but also a day of reflection, a day of gratitude, and the day to rededicate ourselves to the noble ideals upon which this university has founded. So if we look back to the history of this university, the establishment of this university was inspired by the principles of social justice, equity, and empowerment championed by Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Since its inception, B.R. Ambedkar Open University has touched millions of the students. And today, as we celebrate this Foundation Day, we have also celebrate the thousands of graduates who have passed through our portals. That there are teachers, there are professionals, there are entrepreneurs, and there are change makers too, which each a testament to the transformative power of open and distance learning. So our alumni also have excelled as Indian administrative officers, Indian Postal Service officers, and other administrative services, world champions, legislative members, social activists, entrepreneurs, and also the innovators making significant contribution to the society. Their success stories are our greatest pride and our strongest motivation. So to enhance the access to the equity and the learning support, we have embraced the digital learning platform. Our curriculum continues to evolve, aligning with the national priorities such as skill development, employability enhancement, and digital learning too. So our task today is not just to provide the degrees to the students, but to create empowered citizens. Our curriculum, the curriculum which we have developed, make them the individuals who can think critically and adapt to change and contribute significantly to the society. For this, we need to move towards the digital transformation, stronger industry linkages, and research-driven pedagogy and inclusive policies. So as we stand in 2025, the landscape of education is rapidly changing. The challenges which we encounter due to technological disruption and also the socio-economic disparities demand that open and distance learning systems should be even more dynamic and responsive. So keeping this in mind, Ambedkar Open University for the first time in the history has introduced offering free education. Under the scheme of Samata Fellowships, the free education is to the Adivasis, transgender, and Divyangas across the state. This is a significant stride towards inclusive education. This initiative reflects our deep commitment to the social equality and empowerment of the most marginalized communities in the society. So the university has also formalized MOUs with key institutions like WeHub to empower the women learners. Special programs are developed in collaboration with the WeHub. And for this, the university has introduced a scheme called Nipuna Scholarships, which is introduced for the first time in the university exclusively for the women learners who are below the poverty line to make them to become the entrepreneurs. So very soon we are going to have collaboration with Swami Ramananda Tirtha Rural Institute for offering vocational training and skill-based courses also, and also TCS to train and provide employment with joint certification. And we have also, as our Vice Chancellor said, recently we have MOU with the police department, which reflects the culture of capacity building, elevating the skills of both educators and administrative staff, and initiating and we have also introduced a stipend-based apprenticeship program for the UG students in collaboration with Retailer Association of Skill Council of India, that is RASI, which is supported by the central government, promoting employability and real-world professional engagement. So we have implemented many schemes which are very learner-friendly, which includes academic bank of credits and the policy, lateral entry policy, and also the simultaneous degree programs, etc. So dear friends, we must remember that education is the most powerful instrument of social change. And through this university, we have the privilege of wielding the instrument for the betterment of the society. Therefore, Foundation Day is not merely the commemoration of the past. It is also a call to action for the future. I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed to the growth of this university and to all of you who continue to keep its spirit alive. On this Foundation Day, let us pledge to spread the light of learning far and wide. Thank you once again for being part of this journey, and together we amplify the power of education. Thank you for listening to me. And now I have the responsibility to introduce our chief guest, Professor Sonavane, who is going to deliver keynote address on this session. Now let me thank you for being accepted our invitation to deliver the keynote address on this occasion. Professor Sanjeev Sonavane, he is the present Vice Chancellor of YCMOU, Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University, Nashik. He was the former Vice Chancellor of Pro-Vice Chancellor of Savitribai Phule University, and he has held many responsibilities in that university. So he is also, when he was in the Savitribai Phule University in different capacities, he supervised on several projects related to training and research in inclusive education, academic and web accessibility, and he developed a university education model for students with disabilities for mainstreaming by creating barrier-free environment in academics and academic works culture so that more students with disabilities be employable through technological capacity building. Professor Sonavane did his MSc Educational Communication, MA Distance Education, MPEd and PhD, and his field of specialization is education and also the teacher education. And he has a vast experience of administrative since 2005 around till to the Vice Chancellor of around 19 years. The total experience he has 13 years, 36 years, and he has supervised more than 32 PhDs and more than 22 MPhils. And he is international, he had an international project which is he completed in collaboration with Monash University, Australia, Southeastern Norway University, and one going, which is founded by the Norwegian Global Teacher Education. And he also completed one national project, which is a major national project, and MHRD project also too. And he has so many publications, and he has a citation of index 320, and H index is 5, I-10 index is 3. And he has written more than 80 books and chapters in books and journals also. And he is visited, he has organized many international and national seminars, and he was there for many proceedings, and he presented more than 25 national and international seminars. And he has many awards to his credit, and Lawrence Palmer Teacher Exchange Scholarship he got in 2004 and 10 by the Government of Sweden, School of Education and Communication, and University of Sweden. And he is also the recipient of the NCPE-DP Mindtree Helen Keller National Award in 2012. And he was awarded of Yemeni IATE in 2019. And he received a Best Teacher Award by Pune Municipal Corporation in 2017. And he is the founder member of Asian Center for Inclusive Education, Dhaka, Bangladesh, from 2014 to till today. And he is the Vice President, Western Region, Indo Association of Teacher Educators. And he is also the President of Western Region Council of Teacher Education. At present, as our Vice Chancellor said, he is also been elected as the President of Indian Open Universities in India. Sir, on this occasion, I congratulate you on this dais for becoming the President of our Indian Open Universities. So, in areas I'm interested in teacher education, health and physical education, inclusive education, quality in higher education, and distance education. This is a very brief introduction about Professor Sanjeev Sonavane, Vice Chancellor of YCMOU. So thank you once again very much on behalf of the university and on my own behalf. Thank you for coming to our university to deliver this lecture. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Director. Now, I request our chief guest to address on this occasion. His theme is transforming open and distance learning through artificial intelligence.
Namaskar. 44th Foundation Day of this premier institute in distance and open learning, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. Ganta sir, it's not only the pleasure that you are celebrating 44th Foundation Day
of this university. But I am also very happy that for this Foundation Day, I am a part of this one. So greetings and full of congratulations to you and your team for this very auspicious day of 44th. At this occasion, we have on stage Honorable Vice Chancellor, Danta Chakrapani Sarji, Pushpa Madam, your Registrar Sahab, and our Venkaiah Sir and Nandan Sarji, and all the family of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. See, we are talking about always at the own era when we was at the developing stage previously after independence. Every decade we have a different challenges in education, in healthcare, in social reform, in governance, in politics, everywhere we are having problems. But we are Indians. We find out the way. And we have always a history of overcoming the challenges and all these things. So, Ganta sir just now visited China. He was too much inspired by the whatever may be regarding the AI and technological application, how they had developed and utilizing and deploying in their daily life of daily walks of life of education and other fields. Ganta sir, that's true, but we are democratic. This is the main difference between China and India. And we have a challenge only how to democratize the education. And in that, ODL with a AI-based powered by technology is only the way to me. And that's why how to transform the ODL through AI is the question. And for that purpose, we can use our brain. What type of democratization systems we can implement to reach to as the education at the doorstep or Hamara bhi Jnana Ganga Gharogari. So how to take the Gyan to the doorstep of the poor and needs. And through that, we have to understood first the word we say that open, then distance, and then learning. So who is learner in the ODL system? And understanding the learner and learners after every 5 years, 10 years, their attitude, their capabilities, their aspirations always changes. When we was a student at that time, as a learner, our understanding was very different. Whatever may be the teacher teaches, whatever may be the syllabus is there, and whatever may be the examination system is, be happier for that. But now it is not there. And that's why the world is totally going to change. And what system we have to adopt for the sake of learners' suitability, that is more important. And there is one basic principle we have to understand it. When we was in the class first or up to the graduate, the learner, I say again, the learner has to always adjust with the system. If the girl is in the rural area and pass a 12th class in science, but there is no around 20 to 25 kilometer science college, but the arts is there, she has to take an admission in the arts because there is no facility there. So she has to adjust with her aspirations. Whenever very simple example, up to we can go to the library and we demand a book to the librarian and she says, I want this book. The librarian says there was only 10 copies and all has been issued. Now he says that then give me this one. So adjustment with the learner has to adjust with. But nowadays, the system has to adjust with the learner's need. And that's why we have to understand first the learner. Then learners need their aspirations. And then we have to develop the facilities according to fulfill the needs of the learner. And in UDL system, it is possible. Because only the technology is the way. And we always talk about the 50% ODL by 2035 or 40. So if you say that after independence, till we have a 1,500 universities, and we haven't reached more than 30%. Still 20% we have to raise. So how many universities we will need it? How many teachers we will need it? How many buildings we will need it? How many libraries we will need it? How many libraries we will be, laboratories we will be needed, workshop will be needed. So there will be a huge financial investment. Okay, that also we can manage, suppose, at some extent. But where the teachers will be there? Nowadays, teacher is a more issue, a serious issue in higher education institutions, the teachers. If somebody want a good guide as a PhD, he has to search. He asks to so many people that who will get in my area, this is my area, I want to do a knowledge creation in this area. So tell me any name, search immediately. So always the person, it may be a senior, you ask Venkaya sir or Vayunandan sir, he says, मैं जरा तलाश करके बताता हूँ. Immediately, we does not have on a tip of finger the names. So this is the situation. And that's why the ODL is the only way, I think, by which way we can achieve our 50% thing. This is not new, I am telling. But the challenge before is that how to achieve it with the emerging technologies which we have had. And that's why here again, along with the teacher with the knowledge of deployment of AI and other emerging technology is the key in this area. And I think this university has a so long legacy about it. And Vaishnavi is having, we can come together and we are doing at Vaishnavi. I am doing at Vaishnavi. 3 crore budget from our own budget I had kept there, and 1,000 teachers from all over the Maharashtra, irrespective of any university, irrespective of any subject, we are capabling them to create a curricula, create a e-content powered by AI. 300 already completed. 700, and we had established one portal, AI-based portal, which will be supported by AI technology portal. That is, we call it is a Mahadhyanadip. It is totally owned by the government of Maharashtra, but the project led by the Vaishnavi. And this IKS is the Indian Knowledge System, is the first program we had already launched on the Mahadhyanadip. Mahadhyanadip is a Swayam-like platform, but for the meeting the needs of the learners of a regional languages, especially in the Marathi students, how they can learn in their own regional language, and for that purpose, Mahadhyanadip has been launched. We are launching our 10 programs by the next June. Also, the Mahadhyanadip, with the help of, there is again one question about that, how we can nurture skills through a ODL. And for that purpose, ODL, how that also we have another program. We had launched it, and we are now establishing an e-garage for the EV vehicle at Vaishnavi. One Japanese company is helping regarding that, and one program is already launched for us for a JCB pilots because you may have heard that in the Dubai, that Emirates, they are developing a 200-kilometer closed city. And they want a earth movers there. And the earth mover contract has been sanctioned or approved by a one Choka Buildcon, a company from the Nashik, earth moving company from the Nashik. And they want 5,000 JCB operator who can understand the basics of Arabics. So that program we had already launched, and our 2 batch already passed out. Now the third initiative, through the online and ODL mode, we prepare a book on driving and all skills. There are so many skills. Sir know it very well. We revise it according to today's need, and we have now got a 160 crore from the JNPT, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust. And Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust just now, if you visited Jawaharlal Nehru Trust or you go to the website, 70 lakh containers are only transported, give and take there. How much? 70 lakh per year. But the next port is coming in the Palghar, nearby Nashik, on the coastal area. That is the Vadhavan port. And that port is 10 times bigger than this. And for that purpose, Vaishuni is the responsibility of skilling it. And first target is 12,000 drivers. First batch, just now on 15th of August, we had finished it. And for that purpose, we received 150 crore from the JNPT. Vaishuni. So open and distance learning has no alternative, because the believeness of the youths on UG/PG is going to reduce. And that's why it is not question of only the other universities, but also the university like Mumbai. You heard the news that the 20 department no one has been admitted in a PG department of Mumbai University. That is happening with the Pune University. That is happening with the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. The students are not interested to pursue their higher education. They want immediately some skills to their hands. Then how through the ODL we can give them? And that's the question we have to address to the ODL. And for that purpose, we have to change the ODL with the help of technology for skilling, upskilling, reskilling, and ready for the development of the nation. Up to 2030, this Vadhavan port will be functioning. 3 lakhs people will be needed. They will be maritime. They will work on the ship. They will work as a customs clearance. They will work in the dry port. There are so many skilling. First list of 19 skilled people, the JNPT had handed over to YCMU, and out of that only 5 we had started, and by this 2-3 months we can go for it. And we are developing a simulation lab with AI. Only the level of difficulty, AI asks to them, like on a treadmill, you want to make an incline, climbing on a hill, you push the button and it comes up. Like that level of difficulty, turn, and all these things, the AI will create immediately through it. And the driver, he has to skill first on that. As the gaming and other, the small kids are playing like that. But it has been now facilitated to skilling as a container driver, also in the maritime ship captain and all these things. So these are the really transformation we have to make in the ODL. ODL not only as the people was thinking regarding the printing books and distributing books and conducting examination and admitting the student, and that will not work in the near future. And that's why online education is one of the mode, along with the regular mode, ODL and online is there. And the students are ready for it. We had campaign now, along with the regular degree, you will have another 1 degree as per the UGC policy, because Maharashtra had adopted NEP 2020 and we are benefiting through it. So anybody is now pursuing his regular degree can admit for the another 1 degree. That also campaign we are doing. If somebody is doing the BCom, he can admit to the BA economics now along with that. But the one should be the regular mode. So that also, whatever may be the policies are going to change. According to that, the first question arises to Ganta sir, to us, what will be the PNR? Because the same university, YCM student is pursuing BA economics and coming to the BCom. So how to admit it on a similar PNR number, but the APAR will be same. And like that, there was some technology issues, but we had resolved it now. And we are admitting at a simultaneous 2 degrees can be done at the same time. So that avenues are there. And the governance of a ODL, we have to change, transform according to need of the future and the need of the learners. That's the things we have to consider in the future. So this is only the things which our learner is a diverse learner, and how the AI can support it to change their needs, to address their need, because learner is always changing their aspirations, and according to that, how we can go for that. And for that purpose, how the skill development, knowledge dissemination, attitudinal change, and their personality change, soft skills and everything, how we can do without any face-to-face or some hybrid mode on a counseling sessions and any other thing. See how the AI will be deployed in a ODL mode, and this is the one of the model that is the adaptive content. So AI adjusts lesson based on a real-time performance. See, the scenario is that the AI-based LMS system is always keep a record of every learner. If any learner is in a performance, is losing in any specific area, that alert is given to them. Then any extra intervention for the counseling is needed. That can be on a virtual mode, can be implemented to it. And that's why the learning to be happen. This is the only way by that adaptive. Adaptive means as per the need of the learner. Now we distribute book to everyone, the same text to everyone. But this adaptive learning material will be according to the need of the learner. If somebody that we call in a regular mode add-on content, because some are student, they have their pace is more faster. So that also can be addressed with the adaptive thing. The targeted support means, just now I said that one of the few students, you will get a graph, clear-cut graph of a learner, and how many students are below performance. That is our target, and how to lift them from them. Up till now, we does not have any record about the performance of a learner. But this AI-based learning management system, they keep record of the student. If a first home assignment has been given, and under that first home assignment, we understood that these are the student of a BA languages or anything. These students are low performing in this line. The reason may be anything, but we have to give the information to them. Nowadays, completing the course is not important, but also giving support at it, because all over the world, the question is how the ODL system is kindly supporting to the learner. And in that, there are so many issues. I will share a number of online education. All over the world, if you go there, 14% is the completion rate of an online program. 8 to 14%. Then why this is happening? And only not having a proper support at the proper time is the question. And that's why if you have a AI-based system, XYZ learner has this problem or these things are needed, and immediately our automatic system is there. Vaishumi had for admission system, around we had observed that first 200 students complained there and phone there. We had written down all these things. We prepared their answers, and with the help of MKCL, this year AI-based reply is there. That 200 questions answer or queries or issues answer we had prepared. Now automatically they get the issues. They get the link, they get the everything through the automatic way, by the AI way. If any 201 and a new question is coming, the AI tells us what will be its answer. So we write down in 201. Like that, it is going to increase. Whatever may be the variety, this we say that our learner is various attitude, various issues. They are from various background and they have their own questions. Then we collect that question and reply to them. And that's the interesting things we do through this. And that's why the transforming AI through AI, UDL means what? This is the transformation in governance also. This is the transformation in the examination system also. Now, Vaishnavi has introduced a YES card for our student. YES card is also AI-based application with the blockchain technology. YES card means there is one card, like a credit card. His photo is there, PNR number is there, name is there, date of birth is there, and there is one QR code. Once you click on the QR code, we have an AI-based portal. Even the change in the phone number, change in the pass out, even at the last, the student has pass out, he become an alumni. Immediately the system changes his status as a bona fide student to a alumni student. An alumni number is communicated to them. The same card is working for them. This is the change. So we had introduced it for everyone. Click it, iCard. There is a iCard. If you click it on the iCard on the same mobile phone, there will be a profile of the student through the QR code. iCard will be displayed there. No need to carry another iCard. Our hall ticket, exam hall ticket, your first semester mark sheet, you will get there. Combined mark sheet, you will get there. Degree certificate, you will get there. So everything, bona fide certificate, you will get there. And everything is managed by the portal. So these things we have, because our student is not a regular student. He is not regularly visiting. Only Saturday, Sunday, all are not visiting. Sometimes iCard is getting or not. Even they are not coming for the collection of their mark sheet and all these things. But that is always in his mobile phone, even though the YES card he lost his, the photo of the YES card is, even though in the phone number or in the QR code, that also works here. So you have to transform our governance and student support system according to the learner's need. The learner is, I had gone through one interesting book. Those who are from Faculty of Education or who may have heard the name of J.P. Nayak. Many people may have heard the name of J.P. Nayak. He had authored a book in 1983. The book's title is Education Commission and After. And that book says, in that book, he had quoted a very basic principle regarding the education. We always understood that education is a tool to transform the society. But you see today's situation. Society is changing so fast and education is behind it, to me. You may be saying, because we change syllabus after 3 years, everything, but the students are using the technologies phone. That means we are connected. From in the morning, from we woke up, we connected, to sleep, we are connected. That means this is the connectivist pedagogy we have to use for our pedagogical aspect in the teaching learning process. Why I'm referring JP Nayak. JP Nayak says that nowadays, now you want to change the society, then understood the society first on which way the society has been right. Now today society is right on the connectivist approach. So right you and then mount your education on that way. Then only the education will be effective. And that's why we have a AI technology, we have a other technology, we have a simulation technology for skilling. We have to adapt it into our ODL system. Then only we can do it. And for what purpose we are doing? Ultimately, learners' performance. That's why we have to improve the outcome of a learner. That is our ultimate aim, and that's why we have to adopt all these things. So, and then the how to do is how to do. Some of the examples where I had already discussed: automated graded system. So it gives you the progress about it. Then progress tracking system, just now I talk about the graphs are also coming, tables are also coming. You will see that how our learners is progressing. That is, we are not tracking today, but this technology is there. An LMS system, AI-based LMS system is there. You will get every student's track now their academic progress. Then administrative task also, just now I says that how with the S card and all, we can record it. That is also customized. We had make it very well. Then customized suppose that we have to change it always. Not only the previous way we can do it. This is also one of the area where the YCMA have done some experiment. You may have done, say, at your electronic center or e-content creation center, use of AI, some demonstration. At the end, we will show you how we had developed with the Commonwealth of Learning and Maharashtra Knowledge Corporation and Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University. We have developed a AI literacy program for farmers. It's only 6 hours program. And I will show at the end, this sir had already observed it. And if in Telangana, we want to do it, we can translate it into Telangana. And that 6 hour program will be YCMU and our university can available that program for the farmers of the Telangana state. So that is very easy. So multiple support, accelerated development, I had just now talked. I will not take too much time because these are the only the technologies, how we can adopt it and how it is available, and YCMA had done it. And that's why afterwards I'm telling you, it's not only that somewhere there and we can't adapt it, how we can do it. So we had already done that work in this slide. So here we are AI, that's hands-on education. I say that we are developing a e-garage for EV vehicles, and that in that the student in the e-garage, he will have equipment. He will open all the EV scooter, again join it. Then EV car also, repairing and everything. He can do it. And then we are placing them for the internship program in a Mahindra electric vehicle, that 30 students, first batch, we are in the month of November, we are starting our first batch for the e-garage and simulation base that is. For the driver also, I said that this AR, VR and AI technology, we are using for it through the simulation way for skilling. And there are so many ways you can do. Now, we had introduced this year, the PSC firefighting. Now, every time we cannot burn the building and go for overcome it with the system. But in a virtual way, virtual way, the building is burned, alert is there, and you are as a fireman, how you can, what type of duties you have to perform there to come to finish the firework, to close the firework and save that building. That all demonstration they will learn now through the simulation. That BSc fire this year we had introduced, and this year this type of training we are going to do. These are some interesting examples which we are doing with the AI technologies on this thing. This is the interesting thing, the AI ethics and equity. Everybody is talking about the AI, how AI is going on. AI does not have any brain. AI does not have any wisdom. AI does not have any wiseness. AI, whatever may be the available is there. If a Professor Sonone put I am a Nobel laureate on the website, and somebody is search who is not recognizing me, they will realize that Professor Sonone is a Nobel laureate. So because AI does not have that हम मराठी में बोलते हैं अक्ल नहीं है उसको. जो भी है वो कलेक्ट करेगा और फिर उसके ऊपर सबमिशन करके समरी करके बता देगा. तो ethics is the very important thing. So how to save from it? Very simple way. There is one trick for it. So if I am a teacher of economics and I want to create a e-content of economics through AI. So AI will help me in this line to create a e-content on supply demand or any other economics concept. At that time, you have to prepare one resource room. There are tools. I am sharing, I had already shared with 138 AI tools, which you can use and you can learn on your own. I had shared with sir. That also distribute among you or display here. See, we have to prepare our resource room. In that resource room, you have to place your own data. Suppose you are an advocate, and you are an advocate of suppose the criminal base. You are taking only the criminal cases. So right from Constitution, right from all the Indian Penal Code now, Civil Code now, all the cases and the act about the criminal, you can put in your resource room. Your own resource room, not a general one. Your resource room. You can put all these things. All the cases up till now regarding the criminal from the high court, Supreme Court, you can put there. And then you can give your own case to it, and it will give you a judgment. Say to it. That way I will create you. You want to see a demonstration? I will give you at the last one demonstration. You can download one app, but you can ask about, write a 5,000 word or 500 word about the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. It will give you. You could write you about the Ganta sir. It will also give you. You write about the ocean. You can just now also. I will give you a one demonstration. You can experience at the end of the lecture. Now, this is the thing. The resource room is there. And then the chat room means what you are giving the prompt to it. What type of prompt you are giving through the chat room to, and only the link to your own resource room. At the own resource room you had created. There is no corrupted data. There is no false data. So you will get a correct one. Now you can keep it aside that say. And you go to the directly you give to the AI without your resource room. Resource room is a global data on criminal as a resource room. You can go for it. Then what will happen? You will get lots of garbage. Unnecessary things is there, everything is there. And that's why authentication is very important. Whatever may be the resource room for you are creating a e-content for your BA economic content. That authentic content, all the references you can put in the resource room, and then through the chatbot, you can give a prompt to it. You will get a very realistic, classical, original, genuine e-content through it. and to save from these unethical practices, and you will get a your work to be done. For that purpose, you can do like this. This is the interesting thing you can do for this thing, unless there will be so many things are there. And another one, our own responsibility is just I said that I can post on it my own false data on it, and that can be. And this is happening with so many online marketing. That product is not up to that mark, even though people go for it and look into, they says that how much star to it, and 3.5, 4.5, that is good one. And when it receives you, that is something else. So that is unethical things is happening on every online. For this fraud, ICB has introduced one interesting course, that is the cyber investigation course. Cyber security is one thing, but cyber investigation. What happens? The Maharashtra police had approached to me, sir, what can you help regarding this? I said that, what is your problem? They said that, sir, we have now criminal investigation police stations. Under each police station, there is one cell. But what happens there? We cracked that cyber crime. We catch the culprit. But when at the court, we go there, because we are not techno-savvy, we take the help of somebody, IT expert, and crack it. But we reach to him, that criminal. We also arrest it. But at the court, his advocate or he says that this is the false report of a technical report this policeman had prepared. And then the court asks, why you are saying that? He is not expert in that. He does not have any certificate in this line. They had prepared a hired technical person, so this report cannot be believed in the court. And this is the issue. So the assistant police commissioner, he said me how we can help. I said that you prepare a course on all 50,000 constables working in the Maharashtra police in a criminal cell, a criminal investigation, we will certify them. So now our 300 first batch is over. Even IPS are there, and just on the 24th, Sunday evening, I had inaugurated second batch of cyber crime investigation. In that 100 cases are there. There also we are using a AI case identification. If syllabus has been prepared 6 months before, but in between, two big robberies, cyber robberies has been catched. And in that case also, automatically that AI platform is catching, is taking, analyzing, and place in front of the learner, available to the learner in the fresh batch. So it is updating now. It is updating automatically, so that the latest knowledge about the cyber bribery, they can catch it, and they can they can solve the problems of the society. Now what happens now, this 300 first batch, they go to the court, they show the certificate, they said that it's okay, and they had accepted that. That's how the ODL can get, because the constable cannot leave his job. He is in service. He cannot go, and he cannot leave for 1 year and spend 1 year and take the knowledge of this and go back. So while working his constable job, he had completed the course and now become an expert in this area. So this transformation, we need to use a technology in ODL mode. What is the need of the society courses? How we can create the courses? And that's why each learner is different. And according to need of the learner, we have to do all these things. Now the last point is there. The real world impact stories are there. So the AI I talk about the simulation skilling, AI curricula, AI content development and everything with you. And that can be easily used by the teachers. It's not a very rocket science. You can learn on your own also. I am learning my own. I haven't done any class, but how to use a AI. So for this purpose, this PPT was prepared by my AI. This is not, I'm frankly speaking to you. This is prepared by AI, AI, and that helps me to do everything for you. And they give you very excellent way how to Indian universities can do corporate training, university initiative, everything they had given me. I had edited it, add something, and make it final for it according to my wisdom. But I had given a right prompt to it. See, I'm not only talking and delivering the lecture. You can experience this. This PPT is prepared by AI, not by me. Only edited by me and upgraded by me and presenting in front of you only. So these things can be done by the only AI way. So so this is the thing which I say that the AI can do it. And now I will ask to anybody to have that AI for farmer. Only 2 minutes, which glimpses are there. I want to say only this one. Not too much dose will be given. AI, and AI. It's AI is only to do things, not to talk too much.
Yeah.
So hope that you will learn more about yourself or more about the AI, and not only AI, but how to deploy the AI for for transferring the ODL, because this is the need of the hours. This only changing the ODL through AI means changing the society for which we are working there. So thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your very inspiring and wonderful lecture indeed.
No, you show
This
them.
is the purpose, actually. Yeah, this is the purpose. Why we invite people, why we celebrate this kind of events means to learn from others and to know the activities of other organizations and institutions. Really, not only in other countries, in India also, different distance education institutions, particularly open universities, are doing very well, of course, in their own fields. When I met first time Sonwane ji, he's saying, whatever he says, आप ले जाओ, आपके पास use करो. Everything, आप ले जाओ. I mean, they are in fact, doing facility management, BSc facility management. I mean, we are also thinking of, adapting such kind of vocational and skill-enabled programs in BA, BCom, BSc. Anyway, he is always there to, share his, as he shared his wisdom here. He is always there to share his resources. So that is one purpose. Definitely, sir. Second, I would like to share that to all my teachers also. Government of Telangana is contacting us and they are in discussions. And they want to train all their school teachers in IT and AI. So I think we are also, looking towards you for your program, how you designed that. We will send a delegation to you. And Government of Telangana also asking us to design a program for teachers in education management and leadership. So that also, they gave a commitment that they sponsor every year probably 10,000 teachers, 10 to 20,000 teachers. Our job is to train them. Where we would like to use, online and AI-enabled technologies, AI-based technologies, not like a typical classroom kind of counseling. Instead of that, we are planning to have AI-enabled thing. So thank you very much, sir. Now we'll see. They have developed, two different. One is, of course, different AI tools, as you said, that is there. We can just copy that and we can try to learn. AI is you need not to have any teacher for AI. If you sit and learn, it will like self-instructional format. Anybody can do that. The second is, yes, they have developed with the support of Commonwealth of Learning and Maharashtra Knowledge Corporation. They have developed one farmers training one module. We'll show that now.
In a small village, farmers were buzzing with curiosity about how new technologies could help them with their work. One day, a group of them gathered at the community center to learn about a fascinating and fast-growing concept in farming: artificial intelligence, AI. The instructor began explaining that AI is a technology that enables machines to think, learn, and make decisions. Kind of like how a farmer decides when it's best to plant seeds or harvest crops. The first idea introduced was that AI systems can learn from experience. Just as a farmer observes the weather patterns and learns from past harvests, AI uses data to make better decisions. The instructor explained that AI systems rely on something called a data set, which is like a collection of information. A bit like a farmer's notebook where they keep records of soil moisture, past crop yields, or even daily weather reports. These data notebooks help machines recognize patterns and suggest the best times for planting, watering, or harvesting crops. Next up was the concept of an algorithm, which the instructor compared to a farmer's plan for a successful season. Just as a farmer follows steps like plowing, sowing seeds, and irrigating, an algorithm is a set of instructions that AI follows to process data and make decisions. With the right algorithm, AI can help farmers plan their crop rotations or even predict pest outbreaks, saving time and boosting yields. The farmers were particularly interested in how AI gets better over time. The instructor explained that AI systems learn by analyzing more and more data, just like a farmer refines their techniques after each season. For example, after tracking rainfall and soil conditions for several seasons, AI can make smarter predictions about when to water or fertilize, helping farmers make wise decisions with confidence. However, there was an important lesson about keeping AI fair. The instructor pointed out that if the data used by AI isn't diverse enough, the machine could make mistakes, kind of like a farmer who only looks at one season's weather to predict the next. This concept, called algorithmic bias, means that AI could lean towards certain results that might not work for all farms. The farmers learned that it's essential to use balanced data and double-check the AI's recommendations to make sure it's fair for everyone. By the end of the session, the farmers realized that AI could be like an extra helping hand, guiding and boosting efficiency on their farms. But they also understood it's important to keep an eye on this new helper to ensure it's working fairly and effectively. With this knowledge, they felt more confident about embracing AI in their fields, ready to use it wisely and ethically for a more fruitful future. Now, building on this shared knowledge, an exciting new initiative is taking shape. The Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia, that is CEMCA, known for its role in promoting education through open and distance learning, has partnered with the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence, that is GPI, for this ambitious AI literacy project. The goal is to empower farmers as active players in the digital future. With a structured curriculum designed to teach AI fundamentals, this program will guide farmers on how AI can boost productivity and inspire new ideas in agriculture. Let's embark on this journey together.
Now I request Chandrasekhar Garu to come out to the dais and we'll continue that formality. Please come. Chandrasekhar Garu, a proud Telugu IT expert, and he served in US for several years, and he came to India and he started a foundation under IT Department of Government of India, Electronics and Communication Department. ఈ కంపెనీ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే టెక్స్ట్స్ని మనం ఇంగ్లీష్లో కానీ ఏ ఒక్క భాషలో ఉన్న టెక్స్ట్ అయినా అనేక వరల్డ్లో ఉన్న అన్ని భాషల్లోకి ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తాం. ఇట్ ఇస్ మెషిన్ లెర్నింగ్, మెషిన్ బేస్డ్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ. మనకు కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. కోర్స్ మెటీరియల్స్ని మనం ఎప్పుడైతే డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నామో, our course writers are taking, we have experience of our CBCSE courses, 6 years, 5 years, translation ఆగిపోయిందని ఇట్లాంటివి వచ్చినాయి. కాబట్టి సో ఒక ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేద్దాం అనుకుని మనం వాళ్ళతోటి కొలాబరేట్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఫార్మల్గా ఆన్లైన్లో ఎక్స్చేంజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇది అయిపోయింది, కానీ ఫిజికల్గా వీటిని ఎక్స్చేంజ్ చేసుకోవడానికి నేను రిక్వెస్ట్ చేశాను. అండ్ ప్రైస్ వైజ్ ఆల్సో చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు తనకున్న భాషాభిమానమో లేకపోతే మన మీద ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రేమతోటి ఈ రెడ్యూస్డ్ మన రెగ్యులర్ ప్రైస్ అంటే మనం మనుషులతో ఎంత ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తే ఎంత అవుతుందో దాదాపుగా ఆ రేంజ్లోకి తీసుకొచ్చాను. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే టోటల్ టెక్స్ట్ని మనం ఒక 4 రోజులలో ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసుకోవడానికి అవకాశం వస్తుంది. అట్లా సైమల్టేనియస్గా అన్నిటినీ ఒకటేసారి చేసుకోవడానికి కూడా వీలవుతుంది. బిఫోర్ దట్ బిఫోర్ ఐ థింక్ చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు ఒక 2 minutes 5 minutes మీరు ఈ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తే 2 minutes, then we exchange the MOU physical copies. I request Chandrasekhar garu to speak.
Namaste to all. On behalf of Minister of Education, I welcome all of you for this wonderful session. Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Sir, but I would like to thank for one special thing, sir. In first standard of our books, there is a lesson called Sharing is Caring. I'm so happy to see 2 vice chancellors sitting together and sharing their knowledge, and with help of technology. And we all are talking about AI, because I'm a technologist, I 24/7 I work with artificial intelligence, but I strongly believe that HI, the human intelligence, is much more greater than artificial intelligence. I think, we all need to remember the touch and feel of a teacher. No AI teacher can replace a physical teacher, because my son is learning few lessons using online, sessions, using the technology. Maybe teacher is residing somewhere else. But imagine what is the kind of a percentage of learning he is having. And imagine a teacher sitting next to him and teaching him, right? So, sir, with your permission, Sanjeev ji, I am a Telugu speaker, so I would like to speak in Telugu. Namaskaram. So, నా మాతృభాష తెలుగు, మాది విశాఖపట్నం. సో నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడడానికి ఇష్టపడతాను. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ సో ఫీల్ ప్రౌడ్ దట్ మై తెలుగైట్. చాలా సంతోషం ఉంది, ఎందుకంటే సార్ చక్రపాణి గారు వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా మేము ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నామంటే, మన జ్ఞానం ఏదైతే నాలెడ్జ్ ఉందో అది మన మాతృభాషలో ఉంటుందండి. నేను ఈరోజు ఉదయం మా తల్లిగారితో మాట్లాడాను తెలుగులో చాలా చక్కగా, ఎంత ప్రేమగా అంటే అంత ప్రేమగా. అదే నేను ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడి ఉంటే మా తల్లిగారితో, సో 90% దానిలో ఎమోషన్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో అవన్నీ పక్కకు పోతాయి. The greatness of Indian languages is that, your right as well as left brain both will get interconnected when you speak. So the English language is a plain language, which we used to call it as European Latin languages. అవి ఏంటంటే స్ట్రైట్గా ఇలా వెళ్తాయి. కానీ తెలుగులోని మీరు సంస్కృతిలోని తమిళ్లో చూసారంటే కనుక దా దా దీ దీ, తమిళ్లోని 256 అక్షరాలు ఉన్నాయి. అంటే ఒక ఏదైనా పదం పలకాలి అని అంటే మన నాడులు 50,000 నుంచి 60,000 నాడులు మన బాడీలో యాక్టివేట్ అవుతాయి. దట్ ఈస్ ద గ్రేట్నెస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ లాంగ్వేజెస్. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ పీపుల్ కాల్ ఇట్ ఇండియన్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద గ్రేట్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్. ఈ లాంగ్వేజెస్ని మనం ప్రిజర్వ్ చేసి ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లాల్సిన బాధ్యత కూడా ఉంది. అండ్ సో థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీ. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే మన పేదవాళ్ళ కోసం అని చెప్పి చాలా తక్కువ డబ్బులకి, ఎందుకంటే అంబేద్కర్ గారు ఏం చెప్పారంటే విద్య అనేది ఒక అండర్ డిజర్వ్డ్ సొసైటీ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళందరికీ చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇప్పుడు మన దేశం ముందుకెళ్తుందంటే మెయిన్గా పైనుండి క్రీమీ లేయర్ 5% కాదు, 95% ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళని ఏ రోజైతే ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళామో అప్పుడు మాత్రమే దేశం ముందుకెళ్తుంది. సో ఐఎమ్ సో థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు సార్. ఈ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారు ఆ రోజు వచ్చి చాలాసేపు మాట్లాడిన తర్వాత నేను ఒకటే అనుకున్నాను, ఏమంటే వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఫైనాన్షియల్ దట్స్ అ సెకండరీ థింగ్, ఎందుకంటే మేము కూడా నాన్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ మినిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ వైపు నుంచి. But I'm so happy to share with you, sir, Sanjeev ji, we are the first base large learning model created within India, because OpenAI is a US-based company, DeepSeek is a China-based company, Azure, the Microsoft Cognitive Services, is a US-based company. Anuvadani is the only company which has created the base translation model within our country. And we are so happy to share that we translate all the books of NCERT, NIOS, AACT, UGC, All the skill books you see in a plumber, painter, all that, we have translated. And another very importantly, we have patented one very important thing, that if you have a book loni example, if you have an image, it even speaks about that image. What is that image is all about, which even Google don't have, OpenAI don't have, DeepSeek don't have. We have not only created, we have patented it for Government of India. So now the other country models has no other option than coming back to us. And I'm sure Mirandaru kuda Amazon loni, Swiggy itlo order chesuntaru food adi. The web forms in the entire world is in English. So now if you want to order a food also, if you don't know English, you can't order because the form is in English. You can't submit it other than English. We have created web forms in Indian languages as well as 57 foreign languages and patented that technology. So now everyone needs to come back to our country, because this is the way you can transform your country from a developing nation to a developed nation, because patenting, innovation, research is much more important. I think, I'm so thankful to Chakrapani Garu, the way he is thinking, right? Because see, yada raja tada praja. The way he's thinking, I'm sure that, the university as well as the entire Telangana, as well as our, state from Andhra Pradesh, the people who are studying here as a students, as a faculty also, I see that, there are a lot of learning opportunities. I just take, sir, one more minute with your permission, sir. I strongly see that what Trump is doing is good for us. He's challenging us. He's challenging. I think, Indians are always did their best when they have received a challenge. I'm sure that, we will definitely defeat the challenge. We will move forward. I'm so happy if we put 100% tariff. So that, let our Indian brains who went to US, let them come back, work for our country, within our country. And slowly we are transforming from a service-based oriented industry to a product-based industries. We are becoming a semiconductor-based industries. We never created a chip. I'm an electronics and telecommunication engineer. I used to have a dream that, I work for a VLSI company. But sir, I searched in my entire career, I never got an opportunity. And I become a software engineer because I don't get an opportunity. But now we are so happy to say that under Honorable Prime Minister's leadership, we are getting so many nano chip making companies, so that the chip which you have in your mobile is going to be developed and, constructed and mapped and developed as well as programmed in our country. That's a beauty what we are doing. And the supply chain management, what we are interconnecting, as sir suggested, millions of opportunities are going to come in supply chain management and logistics. Because if you take the history of America, right, I just finish it in 30 seconds. 300 years back, there is no America. They have built the supply chain and logistics. It's called infrastructure in a simple terms. మనం ఏ రోజైతే సప్లై చైన్ లాజిస్టిక్స్ ని మన దగ్గర ఉన్న 7,500 కోస్టల్ లైన్ కి కనెక్ట్ చేసాము, the minute the any kind of a raw material comes to our country, we need to take it fatak say, from the either from a ship or from air, take it and, put it in our road, straight away it goes to the factory. We will produce a service or a product, straight away it will come back, and let us produce everything in our country and sell it to the entire world. What China did in 18th century or 19th century, I think, in industry 5.0, this is a time for us. But for that, sabka sa sabka vikas, what Honorable Prime Minister says, we need to take everyone with us. It's very important. That's where I'm so thankful to Chakrapani Garu for giving an opportunity to a downtrend students. I think we all need to work together. And, I completely understand, all 5 fingers are not same. But we all need to work together as a team Bharat to take our country. So we want to break the language barrier. That's where Anuvadini comes into picture. Anuvadini is very simple, nothing rocket science. As sir said, if you want to create a, book, or if you want to do anything in the artificial intelligence, it has that capability, but it has a capability of understanding 23 Indian languages, including Hindi. So you name it, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, everything, and Indianized voices what we have trained to the model. మీకు ఎలా అనిపిస్తుంది అంటే మీ పక్కన ఎవరో కూర్చున్న వ్యక్తి మీతో మాట్లాడుతున్నట్లుగా అంత మధురంగా అంత బాగా వస్తుంది. Slowly we started even transforming it to write a poems also. So, it's a beautiful tool. I request all of you to test it, train it. We have a 5 pages free so that you can test it. And we are happy if you all can contribute back, because the problem with the Indian models are that, we have lack of data. Man daggara anni languages ki sufficient data లేదు. So we are keep on collecting the data. We are keep on training the data. So I thank everyone for giving this opportunity. Let's all work together. And నా నెంబర్ అంటే మీరు ఇంటర్నెట్ లో కూడా సెర్చ్ చేయొచ్చు, బుద్ధా చంద్రశేఖర్ అని కొట్టండి వచ్చేస్తుంది. Let us all work together. I think, as an individual engines are the best of the best, but we all need to work together as a team to take our country forward, and let us give a wonderful gift to our next generation. That, the developed country is what we need to give, and make our country Vishwaguru once again. Once upon a time is Vishwaguru, and we need to make it once again. I'm so thankful to all of you. Bharat Mata ki jai, namaste to all.
But at one point, I said, okay, hamara saath aapka vikas hai. No problem. We can do that. We'll go ahead. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, quickly, the second event is exchange of MOUs. ఇప్పుడు మన నెక్స్ట్ మైక్రో క్రెడెన్షియల్ కోర్సెస్ ని కూడా లాంచ్ చేసుకుందాం ఆన్ దిస్ అకేషన్. దిస్ యూనివర్సిటీ has developed several micro credential courses and OER materials. Two, I think, in my memory, 2 Swayam programs and also 8 micro credential courses. And now we are also planning to develop simultaneously micro credential courses as possible as large. And we requested Sushmana Rao Garu to help us, and we are taking her support and her involvement and her help. I request her to come onto the dais and quickly, in 2 minutes, please explain what you are doing at our COEL. Please come.
First of all, congratulations, and it's a privilege for me to speak on this great auspicious occasion and in front of great dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. This micro credentials, I think ఇప్పటివరకు మనకి సోనవాణి గారు మాట్లాడారు, అలాగే చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు మాట్లాడారు, విసి గారు మాట్లాడారు. ఇన్ నట్షెల్ చెప్పాలి అంటే నాకు ఒకటే సెంటెన్స్ గుర్తొస్తుంది మైక్రో క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ గురించి. ఇట్స్ లైక్ there is an old saying, right? Sometimes great things comes in a small packages. That is what all about micro credentials are. And we just heard that the requirement of skill sets, like we just heard about in Maharashtra, what kind of skill sets are required. And we just heard about the AI, how it is taking shape. For that, we need to gear up, right? And we also heard prompting is the key. When the technology is there, and somebody just said technology didn't have a brains, right? It didn't have any emotions. So for that, we need to train it. For that, we need the prompting skill. So these micro credentials help us to build skill. అంటే నైపుణ్యం పెంపొందించుకోవడానికి అప్స్కిల్లింగ్ కి లేదా రీస్కిల్లింగ్ కి. ఒకసారి నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత మనం ఒక జాబ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న పరిస్థితుల్లో ఏంటి అంటే ఈ కొత్త ప్రపంచంలో, ఏఐ ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నాం మనం. ప్రతి క్షణం ఒక్కొక్క కొత్త ఒరవడి చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం. ప్రతిరోజు మీరు ఒక్కరోజు ట్యాగ్స్ కొన్ని మిస్ అయితే సోషల్ మీడియాలో, వీ డోంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు టెక్నాలజీ, హౌ ఫాస్ట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రన్నింగ్. సో ఆ కొత్త ఒరవడిని ఒరిసి పట్టుకోవాలి అంటే ఆ నైపుణ్యాన్ని మనం అభివృద్ధి చేసుకుంటూ ఉండాలి మనం చేస్తున్న జాబ్లో. అలాగే ఒక్కొక్కసారి we have to unlearn and relearn. For that purpose, micro credentials definitely will help. What's the difference between these micro credential courses and traditional degrees? A simple logic is this. When we are trying to understand certain topics, we don't really require, sometimes we feel, to do the entire traditional degree, to help us to gain that 3-year certificate and then get on to the మన విపణిలోకి వెళ్ళి మనం ఆ ఉద్యోగం చేయాలి అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ చిన్న నైపుణ్యతే మనకు కావాల్సిన అవసరం రావచ్చు. అలాంటప్పుడు ఈ చిన్న కోర్సెస్ అంటే వాట్ ఐ మీన్ హియర్ చిక్క ఇన్ కన్నడ వి సే what I mean here is unlike our traditional degrees either year or a few months or few years together, a larger degrees, these micro credentials can range from few minutes to few hours to few months. Like we just saw 6 hours course for farmers, AI literacy, right? So that way, manak Telanganalo especially, enno naipunyal antarinchipotunnavi kuda unnai. I don't have to really mention from weaving technology to sculpting, even the language, you know, the nuances of the language, and we are missing out. So for that, we can address lifelong learners along with the great speciality of these micro credentials are these are stackable options they provide. What does it mean is ఒకసారి మీరు ఒక చిన్న మైక్రో క్రెడెన్షియల్ కోర్స్ చేసిన తర్వాత అది క్రెడిట్ అవ్వచ్చు, నాన్ క్రెడిట్ కోర్స్ అవ్వచ్చు. Sometimes it might add some points to your regular degree programs. So you can stack them together to achieve a larger learning experience. And apart from that, when you achieve a certificate from a reputed institutions or a collaboration between an institution and a market people, you know, that degree, that micro credential is that you will be provided with degree తీసుకున్నప్పుడు మనం రెగ్యులర్ డిగ్రీ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు జస్ట్ మన మార్క్స్ తీసుకుని వచ్చేస్తాం. బట్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు మైక్రో క్రెడెన్షియల్ వాట్ యు హ్యావ్ అచీవ్డ్, మీ నైపుణ్యత ఏంటి, మీ సామర్థ్యం ఏంటి అనేది మనం అక్కడ ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్ గా చూపించాల్సి ఉంటుంది ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్ లో, ఆ రికగ్నిషన్ లో. సో దాట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇస్ a person who did that micro credential not only gain knowledge but also some skill sets which they can demonstrate. You know, when the employer వాళ్ళని హైర్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే జస్ట్ ఆ డిజిటల్ క్రెడెన్షియల్ ని వాళ్ళు సర్చ్ చేస్తే చాలు, what kind of a skill set they achieved and what they showcased, what they demonstrated, they will understand. So that way, in a nutshell, I must say that micro credentials are the key to go forward. And I really thank VC sir for giving me a great opportunity to be part of this university's micro credentials building program. Actually, first when I stepped in as SEMCA, Commonwealth of Learning Professional, I started my journey here, but then out of my personal interest also, I started talking to the faculty and then how to build these micro credentials, stackable micro credentials. And now we are here with more than 10 micro credentials. And the plan is to have most of them after a quality review. Right now we placed 6 of them that they are available with guest access. Anybody can reach there and access the courses. Now VC sir will release them. And then if you want to get certified, you know, you want a skill set, a recognition, then you have to register with the university. And these are all free and open courses. You will gain a certificate. And I'm very happy on this dais to share with Chandrasekhar garu that మీరు ఫస్ట్ అనువాదిని తీసుకొచ్చినప్పుడు టెస్ట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళలో నేను కూడా ఉన్నానండి. అండ్ AI ఫర్ టీచర్స్ అని ఫ్రెంచ్ లో ఒక పుస్తకం వచ్చింది కొన్నేళ్ల క్రితం. దాన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా ఇంగ్లీష్ లోకి నా ఫ్రెండ్ ప్రొఫెసర్ తీసుకొచ్చారు. దాన్ని తెలుగువైజ్ చేసేయాలి ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా అని నేను వెతుకుతున్నప్పుడు వై ఐ హ్యావ్ టు డిపెండ్ ఆన్ మన విదేశీ వాటి మీద ఎందుకు, వాటికి అసలు లాంగ్వేజ్ న్యూయాన్సే తెలియదు, మన తెలుగు గురించి అసలే తెలియదు. సో ఐ థాట్ వెతుకుతున్నప్పుడు నాకు అనువాదిని కనిపించి ఐ started translating. I publicly displayed also that I'm been using indigenous tool ani. Adrata I tried to contact you, sir, but now I think I'll get an opportunity with the help of Coel and BRAOU. We'll get that book maybe in a month or so out, AI for teachers with the latest developments. Sir, I request VC sir to launch the multi-credential.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much. And next event launching of national seminar compilation volume. I request Director Academic, Dean Sciences, and also सोनवाने जी आप वो लॉन्च कर रही है वो बुक्स. Now, I think this is the last before felicitations, last event. I request Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Business Management and Professor Business Management, Kiran Garu, please come out to the dais, and Ravindranath Solomon from Faculty of Commerce also is, and the person, all the faculty members of Commerce and Business Management, please come on to the dais. Sir, recently, our MBA Hospital Management course is recognized as one of the, top 10, listed in the top 10 business schools of India. So, on this occasion, we would like to hand over the certificates to the Faculty of Commerce and Business. And took a survey with అన్ని చూసి ఇండియా టాప్ 10 బిజినెస్ స్కూళ్ళలో మనల్ని గుర్తించడం అనేటువంటిది ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ ఫర్ దట్, అండ్ ఐ రియలీ కంగ్రాచులేట్ కిరణ్మయ్ గారు as well as డీన్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ ఆఫ్ కామర్స్ గారు ఫర్ అచీవింగ్ దిస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మైల్ స్టోన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. నేను నా పర్సనల్గా నా లైఫ్ టైం కలెక్షన్స్ ఉన్న పుస్తకాలన్నింటినీ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీకి ఇవ్వాలని అనుకున్నప్పుడు చాలా రోజుల క్రితం ఇచ్చాం, కానీ వాళ్ళ ఏదో ఈవెంట్ లాగా చేద్దామని అనుకున్నాం. ఒక 1100 వాల్యూమ్స్ ఆఫ్ మై బుక్స్ ఐ హావ్ ఆల్రెడీ డొనేటెడ్ టు ఇంకా కూడా ఇంకొక 400 ఐ విల్ గివ్ 500 1500 అవుతుంది బికాస్ ఫైనల్ గా మనం ఈ మధ్య లోగోని మార్చుకున్నాం. ఆ లోగో కొత్త మన ఐడియాస్నే ఇది చేసినప్పటికీ దాన్ని చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్గా తయారు చేయడంలో ఇద్దరు ఫ్రెండ్స్ హెల్ప్ చేశారు. వాళ్ళలో ఒకరు లక్ష్మణ్ ఏలే లక్ష్మణ్ ఉన్నారా? అన్నా ప్లీజ్ కమ్. రెండవది మా మిత్రుడు గోనె లింగరాజు, డాక్టర్ గోనె లింగరాజు. Gone Lingaraju is working in social welfare residential school as art teacher, and మా లక్ష్మణ్ గారు ప్రపంచం మొత్తం తెలిసినటువంటి ఆర్టిస్ట్. ఇవాళ తెలంగాణ ఎంబ్లమ్ కూడా ఆయన డిజైన్ చేసినాడు. అట్లా మా పబ్లిక్ సర్వీస్ కమిషన్ ఎంబ్లమ్ కూడా ఆయన డిజైన్ చేసి ఇద్దరు ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయినందుకు ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. నేను చెప్తుంటాను అది నా లోగోనే, వాళ్ళు దాన్ని కొంచెము కాస్మెటిక్ ఇది చేసినారు అని చెప్పేసి, పాలిష్ చేసినారని. సో వీళ్ళిద్దరిని ఫెలిసిటేట్ చేయాలని అనుకున్నాం ఆన్ దిస్ అకేషన్. యా, సో ఈ కాన్సెప్షువలైజ్ చేయడం కూడా దీన్ని డిఫరెంట్గా చేసినాం. దానికి చాలా హెల్ప్ చేసినారు లక్ష్మణ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. Buddha Chandrasekhar Gariki kuda felicitation. Thank you, Lingaraju, for wonderful painting of Dr. Baba Saheb. Thank you very much. No. Yeah.
Next, we can take up today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Professor Sanjeev.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Pallavi Kabde, vote of thanks.
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, a very good afternoon to one and all. Indeed, it's my honor this afternoon to propose the formal vote of thanks on the occasion of the 44th Foundation Day of our Open University. Today, indeed, we had many celebrations. We have celebrated together, and I thank one and all for joining us. At the outset, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Ghanta Chakrapani, Sir, for presiding over the program and also chalking out the program. So we thank you, sir, for the several initiatives and for chalking out the new path for the Open University. And I also join you in congratulating all the Dr. BRAOU family and students for the successful completion of 43 years. And we are entering into the 44th year. And we are really very excited to go along with you, sir, under your visionary leadership in bringing out several new initiatives for our students. Thank you so much, sir. Now I take the opportunity to thank our chief guest and keynote speaker of today's function, Professor Sanjeev Sonwani, sir, Vice Chancellor, ICMOU. Sir, आपण इथं आल्या सर, आम्हाला खूप आनंद झालाय. आम्ही तुम्ही So thank you so much, sir. And in fact, sir, you are such a simple person with very high thinking and very generous to offer your resources to us. And the kind of presentation you have made in a very simple way so that all our students also are able to understand them. And we are really very grateful to you to take whatever you have shown us, the AI tools, whatever you're using at YCMOU. Definitely, as our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir has said, YCMOU is totally a different open university. And we are very fortunate to visit a team of teachers from Ambedkar Open University, visited YCMOU, and we have witnessed the kind of programs they have chalked out for the different sections of the society, including the farmers and all.
Add that, I forgot to tell.
Sir.
YCMOU had AI deployment policy. So you can also have a policy where to do, how to do, and all this.
So thank you, sir.
We will share.
Okay. So धन्यवाद sir. आणि आम्ही येणार sir YCMOU ला. तर आम्हाला team ला घेऊन येणार sir. And thank you so much. And I also take the opportunity to thank Professor G. Pushpa Chakrapani Madam, Director Academic, who has in fact catalyzed all the activities which are happening today in the university. Thank you so much, ma'am. And also for compiling the book of the national seminar and releasing today. And I also congratulate the Faculty of Sciences for the book. I take the opportunity to thank Dr. Buddha Chandrasekhar sir, CEO Anuvadini. In fact, we had very long discussions with sir, and we are very happy that the day has come today, the MOU signing. And though your speech was very short, sir, it's very inspiring. Definitely would look forward for the full-length speech of yours in future, sir. We look forward for that. Thank you so much. And I thank Srimati T. Sushumna Rao Garu for the micro courses, launching of micro courses. Definitely our university is, there is a complete paradigm shift from the conventional courses to the online and the micro courses, ma'am. Thank you so much. You have been guiding us and taking us along with you. Thank you so much. I congratulate the Faculty of Commerce and Business Management for the award. And I thank the authorities for handing over the certificate to them. And I also thank A.L. Lakshman Garu and Dr. Lingaraju Garu for a very thought-provoking emblem. In fact, emblem is the face of the university. Thank you so much, sir. And I also thank our special invitees, Professor Vayanandan, sir, former VC, YCMOU. It's a great, rare opportunity to see the two VCs from the same university from the other state. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. I thank Professor Venkaya, sir, our former professor and also Vice Chancellor of Krishna University for being here. I thank Registrar, sir. Yes, sir. So I thank Registrar, sir, for all his support and administrative approvals. I thank all the special invitees who are present here, our former professors, senior professors, retired professors, adjunct professors. And I also thank the different branches who are involved in this present day, which is made possible. Finance branch, EMRRC, PR branch, engineering branch, director academic branch, and all the directors, deans, teaching and non-teaching friends, and service associations, office bearers, and more importantly, the students for whom the university is here. We thank you all for being part of this wonderful program. Thank you one and all for this opportunity.